And it will be approaching the Monroe area within the hour. That line is headed in our direction. The good news is it is weakening, but it certainly still could pack quite a punch. I'll explain what I'm expecting coming up.
Nathan, thanks. We're keeping a close eye on that system as it heads our way overnight.
That's right. 16 WAPT's Jennifer Ortega shows us what deputies are doing in Warren County as they brace for a possible severe weather event.
Tammy, Ryan, not a whole lot going on right now, but in a few hours it could get nasty out here. Now, take a look at this flag. It's blowing in the wind now. Winds picking up in Vicksburg, but in a couple of hours we could see storms coming through Vicksburg, being in the line of fire. It was just last week that firefighters were rescuing people from their flooded homes. In some areas they were knee deep. Now, we just spoke to the Warren County Sheriff, and he tells me that his deputies have taken home some of those cruisers just in case they get called out. Now, if you are on those roads and you have to be outside, make sure you take it slow. In Warren County, Jennifer Ortega, 16 WAPT News.
Well, severe weather slammed northern Mississippi today. A viewer took this picture near Amory. That's north of Columbus. Now, tonight, the National Weather Service has confirmed it was a tornado that slammed down on that area. No deaths or injuries were reported from that storm. Meanwhile, strong storms knocked power out in several areas. We have a look at the energy outage map. At one point, more than 1,200 people lost power in the storm. We'll continue to monitor any outages as the stormy weather rolls through tonight. And we want to remind you to download our 16 WAPT weather app. When the storm knocks the lights out, you can grab your phone and find out where the bad weather is headed. You'll get live radar and the latest forecast. It's available for iPhone and on the Android. Well, switching gears, Rankin County deputies say speed may have played a factor in the death of a man found in Robin Hood Lake. Now, investigators say John Niblo drove his car into the lake around 7 o'clock this morning. Divers say by the time they got to the 66-year-old, it was too late. This is the same lake where Brian James died in a jet ski crash last week. Deputies charged John Simpson with manslaughter for his role in the crash.
Veterans and state officials thank those who served and died in the U.S. military at the Hinds County Courthouse today.
So proudly we hail as the twilight.
They saluted the men and women who fought and died in World War I and World War II, the Korean War and Vietnam War. One veteran shared part of his story with us.
I was a machine gunner in Vietnam on the front lines of DMZ. Got 33 confirmed kills. No one wants to kill, but somebody has to know how to defend our country and our nation, fight for our freedom.
The Hinds County supervisors say they salute everyone who has served in war. And people in the River City also took time out to honor and remember those who fought to protect our nation's freedom. 16 WAPT Scott Simmons reports why people there say Memorial Day means a lot to them.
A parade down Washington Street in historic Vicksburg. And for veterans like Joe Lavisa, its meaning hits close to home.
A great service to the community, having a parade representing these people that have served and given their time away from home.
Along the route,
I really like candy.
Even the young ones know it is more than just a pretty parade.
Because the people who fight for our country, we thank them for doing that.
For both young and old, it is a chance to show their patriotism. For Gail Tuminello, a chance to honor her past.
I can remember my father having 3 children, and he wouldn't have thought not to volunteer in World War II to serve his country.
Not far from her is Major Thomas Clare, who lost friends in the fighting in the Middle East. He hopes this is not just a special day to him.
I would hope not. I would hope that everybody takes a moment and appreciates what sacrifices everybody gives. And it's not just me, but everybody sacrifices a little bit.
Honoring our veterans and our fallen heroes that have served for the common good of the nation. So this is just an honor to be here.
From the parade to a program at the city's auditorium, there are chances to speak with veterans.
You should think about the sacrifice that veterans have made to this country and the dedication for the service that they've done.
A chance to remember those who have served and to pray for those who serve today. In Vicksburg, Scott Simmons, 16 WAPT News.
Flying high on Memorial Day, folks teamed up today for a special event.
That's right. 16 WAPT's Hadass Brown has the story from high above.
Good to go.
Yes, sir. Going up to give those who served.
I served overseas. I was based in Jorhat, India.
In Korea in 51 and 52.
A sky-high view. We joined 4 veterans for their flight aboard a C-45.
We've seen the guys get off the airplane in tears before, so it really makes us feel good to let them know they're appreciated.
All the planes here for this event are similar to the ones the veterans used when they were serving in the war. And for many, it brings back memories.
I remember the times that when we flew over to McCord Air Force Base, it was really something.
Because of memories from their time serving, some vets chose not to take the flight, but all said they appreciated the recognition for their service.
Makes me feel like we're in the right country. It's a blessing to be a part of it.
In Hinds County, Hadass Brown, 16 WAPT News.
We must win our cause.
Back on the ground, Brandon leaders recognize our nation's fallen troops. They thank those who served at the square in downtown Brandon this afternoon. Dozens of people stopped by for the annual event. Today, President Obama thanked those who served and asked all Americans to remember the men and women who died serving our country.
And this year we mark